Okay, we're in round 2. And we're going to play first, because we're an aggressive deck. Yeah, we can keep this. We're going to hope that our neonate gets there, but if he doesn't, she doesn't. Pilgrim. Alright, that's a bit of an issue. Would have liked to have been able to Geist Flame that thing. What do we least want to see out of him turn 2? Voiceless Angel would be kind of a big deal, unless we can top deck one of our 3 Geist Flames, and or Nightbird's Clutches. You know, one of those. Oh, green blue. So self-mill or... That's kind of cool. I think Screeching Bat is on the horizon here. Taking it. Curious. Yeah, Screeching Bat. Let's get an evasive guy out there. Frightful Delusion? That's too bad. Oh, Forbidden Alchemy. I was gonna say, Frightful Delusion would hurt really bad right there. So definitely playing in Spider Spawning. I mean, you only have to see 2 cards together to make that assumption, and that's a forest next to an island, and then a Forbidden Alchemy. So yes, I have a very strong feeling that we're playing against Spider Spawning, which kind of sucks, but you know, sometimes you got to play against a Spider Spawning deck. Well, that's a pretty good answer for our neonate. Let's see if I can do anything about it this turn. Unfortunately, no, I cannot. So we lose our neonate in a pretty awful way. Can't even Geist Flame the Grave Bramble. Seen 0 of our 3 of those. So pretty rotten luck right there. Wait. Oh, why did I not? Yeah. Yeah. Feral Ridgewolf after that terrible display of magic. Alright, let's just get our head back in the game. We screw up. Sometimes you screw up. Don't get yourself down. Alright, so Murder of Crows is the thing we want to least see here. Okay. Claustrophobia. I'll deal with that. So he should be at 16 and is not, which sucks, but I'm just gonna deal with that. I'm just gonna take that right on the chin. Okay. So yeah, now we just drop Keeper. No reason to. I mean, I could attack with Ridgewolf, and he'd probably just trade his Grave Ramble. He already got more than enough value out of that. So now we're at the point where we need to make our Bloodline Keeper have some value here. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully he just wasted his Claustrophobia, and he doesn't have a follow-up removal spell, but we don't know yet. Ambush Viper is not going to do it. Still pretty convinced that we're playing against Spider Spawning, but you never truly know until you see a Spider Spawning. Or a black mana. If he showed me a black mana, then I would say yes, 100% Spider Spawning. Although maybe you could argue he would do it for the Forbidden Alchemy, but I mean, this just looks like it's got all the tools for a Spider Spawning deck. No answer for Bloodline Keeper is great. Is going to help tremendously. Silent Departure in the yard now. No answer for Bloodline Keeper, please. Thank you. Okay. pretty bad. Blood Crazed Neonate looks pretty awful there. Yeah, this card's just not very good. Even with all the backup we have. I guess we didn't see any backup, so that's a big part of it. Yeah, I suppose the Riot Devils looks fine here. If I attack in with Ridgewolf for 5, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he's going to block with the Scab or the Grave Bramble. Probably the Grave Bramble because it already killed a Blood Crazed Neonate. So now the plan is pump out Vamps and get in there. Alright, he's just digging towards that spider spawning that is going to absolutely annihilate us when it comes down. Orchard Spirit, also ridiculously good for him right now. Elder of Laurels, so there was a second one in the draft. Alright, so Elder of Laurels is also going to just annihilate us. We're just going to fold to that card very, very shortly here. I mean, we have no good outs for that. We already screwed up with an attack. This game has just gotten out of control already. We just did not put the pressure on early enough. We didn't put enough pressure on. We didn't. This Blood Crazed Neonate just didn't pan out at all. It had so many different ways to pan out, just didn't. Now I suppose we just progress the board more. We're looking like we're pretty much just gonna die shortly here to this Elder of Laurels. Which sucks, but hey, what can you do? So he can pump for 7. He has a Gnaw to the Bone, so we're definitely not going to be killing him anytime soon. Especially when you factor that he's just dropping guys that are huge. We're dead extremely shortly here. Our board state does not look very good. I rarely say that when I've got a Bloodline Keeper out, but yes, our board state just doesn't look very good. He's Silent Departuring here, I'm fairly certain. Silent Departuring our Night Revelers. Alright. Not quite sure I understand why. Is he attacking in with everything now? Which one would I rather lose? I think the Ridgewolf, probably. Well, the Ridgewolf could be, if I just keep drawing land, I could see the Ridgewolf being better later. So I suppose we'll do this. He'll pump. Oh wait, he can't pump. Perhaps I should have just taken that, but I kind of want to lower his creature count on board, I guess. Doesn't really matter. I feel like we've already lost this game just because he's got 12 cards left in his library, and you know that one of them is a spider spawning. I just don't think that we have enough time here. Just don't quite have enough time. Land drop's pretty awful. We can pump 3 times, so he'd be 7. That just doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Yeah, so we'll get in for 4. Trying to get there with a Bloodline Keeper, but I don't see us in very good shape right now. That Elder of Laurels is making things pretty difficult for us. So he's got 7 creatures. He's got a Knot of the Bone in yard, which he can gain 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 life from. So he's not in any immediate danger. He's probably got us on about a 2-turn clock. How much mana does he have? 5, 6, 7. So he can't pump twice, which is very good. Curious position that we're in here. I think the best block for us is Armored Scab, and then he's going to be motivated to pump that instead of the Boneyard Worm. But if he pumps the Boneyard Worm, then we lose 7 more, so we'll go to 6. That certainly doesn't seem very good. But I think actually we're just going to have to start chumping here. I guess if I got Nightbirds, clutch it. No, even with the Feral Ridgewolf, I'd have to just pump too much. Okay, here's what we do. So we're going to block the Ridgewolf here, and we'll block the Night Revelers here. So he's motivated to pump the Night or the Armored Scab, so he keeps it around. But we'll see if he pumps the other one instead, the unblocked one, that is. He's at a life total that totally doesn't matter right now, just because he's got so much life at his disposal. He's going to have more soon, if anything dies. Doing it on the blocked one, that's fine. So we're going to lose 1 life. We've got double creature in hand, that's good. He still has the mana for Knot of the Bone, so he's not in any danger. Make another dude. Land is not what we need. Really not what we need. Kind of unfortunate. Drop 2 creatures here, just get some chump blockers out there, since we don't have many chump blockers at all. Really want our opponent to not get to his spider spawning, but he's getting there. I mean, he doesn't have the black mana for it, which is kind of nice. He dumped his Shimmering Grotto. We can only hope that was like his only real out. If he attacks with Boneyard Worm only, I'm just gonna... I mean, if he attacks with a bunch of dudes, I'm just gonna block the Boneyard Worm and let him pump for, what, 8 additional? I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. We don't quite have enough pressure yet. I mean, we will be able to transform our guys, which is nice. Okay, so I think we just blocked the Boneyard Worm. I mean, did he mean to attack with the thing too, or what? I don't get it. Ooh, I mean, he has the mana to pump his Elder of Laurels either way, so it doesn't really matter. Like, if I double block the Elder, I'd just take too much damage. I think I actually just want to block an Assistant here, because if he pumps the Assistant, I'm going to lose, you know, the blocker, but it's better than taking 8 damage, I think. I'm pretty sure it's better than taking 8 damage. He had the mana to pump. I don't understand it. Why did he not pump? Oh, did he just played this deranged assistant? So I could have killed the Elder of Laurels there? That sucks. I mean, either way, what can you do? Not a huge deal. Now I transform Bloodline Keeper and kill him, though, or what? No way. Did I get in there? Plus bump in the night? Wow. Alright, well, shockingly, Bloodline Keeper got there over the spider spawning deck. Let's see if I got anything I can do about that. No Curse of Oblivions. I think Night Terror is totally fine, though. If we take out his 1 spider spawning, he's going to have a hard time getting that back, especially since we picked up a Runic Repetition. So there's no guarantee that he got the Runic Repetition. We look really good against his deck. Early game, like his range assistants and stuff, triple Geist Flame, plus the Pilgrim. We have so many outs against his early creatures. He shouldn't be able to get an Elder of Laurels have that much value, so... let's see, anything else that looks good? I mean, Gruesome Deformity, he's green-blue, so he's only got Claustrophobia. I could see that being awesome on a Feral Ridgewolf. As ridiculous as some of these cards seem out of side, you sort of have to go a little bit rogue when you're playing against some of these tier 1 decks. You have to play cards with that. I mean, he's just going to have like blockers all the time, probably, for our guys. So being able to like Gruesome Deformity or Ridgewolf and get in for however much, that's pretty important. What looks bad against our opponent? Well, Neonate certainly didn't look great there. I think I'll take one of these out at least. Let me look at our converted mana cost here. I'd probably rather lose another Neonate, I'm thinking, over like the Walking Corpse or the Village Ironsmith. I mean, Neonate's great and all, but I don't feel comfortable running this card against this opponent. Starts us a little bit later, though. But we have the Geist Flames for his early ramps. That looks good. God, you know, the Neonate would have been good if we'd just seen a Geist Flame. Maybe I can take out, like, random 2/3s. They don't look as good, so then I'd rather have a Neonate over that. And then Tribute actually looks pretty terrible. So I guess I can do another Neonate over that. Bring the Neonates back in. They're not great, but with the Geist Flames, we just didn't see it in the right combination at the beginning game. So, alright, we'll try this.